All right, the stream is going. Let's see here. Then we're about to play the intro. Got the Mr. Locario face up there right now, chilling, parlaying.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. Four, three, two, one.
Yo, yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So listen, I'm going to tell you how you can get a woman obsessed with you. How you get a girl to really, really be feeling you, right? So
what's going on, everybody? www.themanmindset.com. It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session. You know what, guys? What I want to talk to you guys today about is attraction. And the thing for a lot of you guys is that you think you get a pass straight to attraction immediately. That's not going to happen. In order to do that, guys, you have to make sure you get curiosity.
The following is rated TV MALSV. It contains strong language. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to the Dating Advice Hour with your hosts, Mr. Locario and Steve the Dean Williams. This show will teach you how to keep conversations going, how to be more attractive, more confident, more masculine, how to be better at knowing what to say to a woman, and have a more satisfied dating and sex life. Mr. Locario is the bad boy of the dating game. BadBoyMembership.com is where you can go to step up your game, as Mr. Locario provides you with detailed step-by-step dating advice, audio, video tutorials every month. Steve the Dean Williams has been teaching men about dating, sex, and manhood for over 25 years. From building yourself to having the perfect marriage. His website is www.themanmindset.com. The call-in number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373. Take it away, guys.
Yeah, motherfuckers. We are here. My dog, the bad boy. www.badboymembership.com. The one and only Mr. Corey. What's up, baby?
I'm chilling. What's good, bro? What's poppin'?
Man, I can't call it, fam. It's Friday. Yeah. It's Friday.
Exactly.
Woo!
We're going to make it happen again.
We're going to make it happen again. We're going to make it happen again, guys. Y'all want to call in. Y'all know the number 515-605-9373 is the number. Press 1, call in. If we have any audio or video difficulties, I will apologize firsthand. I just got my new computer. Matter of fact, Mr. Cario, I had to take that other computer and turn that in and buy me a more expensive computer so I get a more faster RAM or some shit like that, so this shit be smooth. But anyway, that's here nor there. We look like we good. Right. We look like we cooking with Crisco. I'm looking at the live stream. It's green. If we in the green, we green is money, baby. All right, guys. Y'all want?
We good.
We good in the motherfucker. All right, y'all want to call in, guys. 515-605-9373 is the number. Y'all see it right there. You see your boy, Mr. Locario, chilling with a little hat on, got his coat on, looking like, yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and put my dick up in you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Take this dick. So that's how Mr. Locario looking at shit. All right, man. All right, guys. All right, well, Mr. Cario, who do you want to go first, or shall I? Who's going first?
No, you can go ahead. You go first.
All right, I'm up to bat. All right, let me read the first one. All right, it says, oh, wait, let me move this thing. I got my big screen up here. Okay, it says, I've been hitting off with one of my coworkers. We're both servants at a restaurant. We started off as friends, then flirting, and I eventually got her number and ended up on a private note. I don't know what that means. I didn't feel I needed to rush anything, so I didn't text her. It's been 3 weeks since then. I see her at work twice a week. I'm just not sure if she's got when she has a good time. I don't know when is a good time to text her, or how do I take it to the next level from here. It's really hard to get a drink or grab food with her before after the shift because we're on a different schedule. She either gets cut way before me and me vice versa. Miss Locario, what should I do, sir?
Man, so he said he has the number, right?
Yes, he has the number, but he haven't talked to her in like 3 weeks, fam.
Dude, I mean, first of all, he shouldn't have done that. That's his first mistake. He should have hit her up, immediately. You know what I'm saying? If you got her number, just hit her up and set something up. You know what I'm saying? That's one. But also two, you're hollering at a chick at work, and also that's kind of iffy. You know what I'm saying? Like I talk about guys trying to holler at chicks at work. There's a way that you could do it where it's not going to be too crazy. But what I would say with him at this point, since you got her number, just hit her up and set something up, and then see where her head is at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because but also too, you want to sort of tread lightly because you are dealing with a chick at your job, so you don't want to make anything pop off to where you mess up your work situation. You know what I'm saying? So what he needs to do at this point is hit her up, see what how she's responded to the situation, and then move from there. But since he took so damn long, it's been like 3 weeks. She probably thinks he's not really interested in making something happen, and she's probably fucking with some other dudes and all this other stuff. So he might have took too damn long to make it happen. But I would just say just hit her up and see what's going to go down. You know what I mean? So what you think, Steve? What's your thought?
Well, yeah, I totally agree at 100 what you're saying, big dog. Guys, y'all got to remember this. I've said it. Miss Locario, I'm sure he has said it. If you're not eating, somebody else will. And don't think just because you have her number that you in with her. For a lot of you guys in this situation, like you said, Mr. Cario, I tell you guys, don't eat and shit at the same place, because if things don't work out, you still got to be around that person. You know what I mean, Mr. Cario? You still got to spend time with that person. Another reason is sexual harassment. I don't want you guys losing your job because you fucked some other chick. Right. She got mad. So, and then the third thing is 3 weeks. I mean, damn, dog. Like, oh man, Miss Locario, come on, 3 weeks. Shit, that's like gay best friend right there, dog. That's like, hey, Twan, that kind of bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I would just definitely say to you guys, or to say to him, that if he's listening, that I would not wait 3 weeks. You might as well charge that to the game, let that shit go, and move on. But guys, stop messing. Guys, see, y'all not looking at the bigger picture. I always tell you to be friends with the women at your job, because the thing that the women have in common at their job is they got access to more ass. You get cool with her, Miss Locario. There's the beach parties, the pool parties, the picnics, the get-togethers. You got lots of things, guys. So don't focus on just like, hey, guys, I'm talking about the fat, fugly, precious-looking bitches, the ugly bitches. Be friends with them, associates. Just because she is fat, ugly, and eat 12 sandwiches and Diet Coke doesn't mean that you can't be friends with her, because she will have access to other women. What you got on that, Mr. Cario?
Right. Nah, I feel you. But see, that's thinking about the shit. That's playing the long game. Unfortunately, a lot of guys don't understand about playing the long game. You know what I mean? It's like you just see, okay, well, there's this girl right here. I don't really pay attention to her or whatever, but it's like, yo, you can utilize those situations and those relationships to build on other relationships, like you were saying. You know what I mean? So, like, talk to everybody, get cool with all those other girls you probably don't really try to get with, but you can also be cool with them, put those girls in a friend zone, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, use that situation to, get other chicks. You could always do that, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
Definitely make that happen.
All right, real quick, guys. 515-605-9373 is the number. We only doing an hour, so if you have a question, call in, press 1. You have myself and Miss Locario on. Go ahead, Miss Locario. It's on you, fam. You got the next one.
All right, cool. So this one says, okay, what's your take on this? You've just got out of a long-term relationship with a woman who you have children with, and she goes totally cold on you. No calls, and stops reaching out entirely. What is the best-case scenario to chisel the ice off her heart, supposing that it was a living girlfriend for years and not just someone you dated? Being a hardworking man with pretty secure lifestyle myself, she takes the opinions and recommendations of her family and mother, especially into consideration in her life. How do I get my ex-baby mama back?
Oh man,
He
you know,
basically want to know how to get this.
Miss Locario, I watch a TV show that's not on the air. It's called Vikings. It's a great show. A lot of man shit.
Right,
You know they pillaging,
right,
fucking, killing, fucking, pillaging and fucking. Did I mention fucking? But anyway, so
right,
it's a
right.
great show. One of the best quotes that Ragnar said to, I forgot who he said it to. Somebody was looking back, and Ragnar said to him, "Don't ever look back because you're not going that way."
Mm-hmm.
And I think with
Right.
a lot of guys, what you mean get her back? See, this is the problem I have with a lot of guys, Mr. Locario, is the fact that they don't value themselves enough. You see, when a woman values you, she worries about losing you. You should never have to ask a question of getting her back when you are in control. And these guys, look at that's how much disrespect. My number one rule, other than male friends, is don't put our business out on the street. I don't give a fuck how mad you are.
Right.
Don't talk to mom, your sisters, your single ass aunts, because all those crab in the bucket motherfuckers will do everything to knock what we have. And excuse me, if you're doing that, Mr. Locario, then you and I have to reassess our relationship, meaning that you gone. What you got, fam?
Right. No, real talk. And the thing is, he's saying that, this is baby mama and, he got kids with her or whatever. And my thing is, okay, take care of your kids and just focus on that. Like, why are you even focusing on the baby mother? You understand? Like, if y'all not together, and on top of that, he said that she's been, cold and she's not really trying to holler at him. So she's letting you know she's not really trying to fuck with you like that. So I'm like, look, and this is the thing with guys with trying to get their ex back. See, what you don't understand is that trying to get your ex back, or, it comes from, a lot of times, from lack of, or feeling like a lack of options. You understand? Like, you feel like there's nothing else out there for you, or, this is the best it's ever going to be. You're so emotionally attached to her. And the thing is this, I understand you probably got feelings for your baby mother, you probably love her, whatever, and that's cool, but you still don't even got to be with somebody just because you love them. You could love a person and know that it ain't right, it ain't right for y'all to be together. You know what I'm saying? Just understand that aspect and then move on to another chick. You see what I mean? There's so many other women out there that you could get with, because when you're focusing on trying to get back with this girl, you're missing out on all the other potential women that you could be with, who are going to be way better than your baby mama, who's going to, be more cooperative than your baby mama, who's going to be treating you better than your baby. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so focus on that and don't look back to all that other stuff. There's a lot of videos on YouTube talking about, how to get your ex back, And me personally, I think even the whole concept of getting your ex back is some lame shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
and the thing is, because if you're my ex, then that either means that you broke up with me or I broke up with you or whatever it is. But we broke up, so something wasn't working. So, I got to go and, do my thing and continue to go where I need to go. You understand? A lot of times, again, dudes be thinking about all the good times and reminiscing and, I love her and all this other stuff. And, you being a man and you being masculine, you got to say, look, what am I trying to do? What direction am I going in? Right. And she's not following me in that direction. So fuck it. I'm going to keep doing what I do, and she could stay there where she's at, and that's what it's going to be. So guys got to get off that whole, trying to get your ex back and all that other nonsense. You feel what I mean? But that's what I think.
Yeah, no doubt. Guys, 515-605-9373 is the number. Press 1 will bring you in. This is Mr. Locario and the Dean, the dating hour with us. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Listen to this cake-ass shit. All right, I've asked this girl multiple times to hang out. Fuck is that? Watch a movie. She always flakes on me. It's been at least 3 months, and we're always texting, Facebook messaging. Excuse me. I finally told her that I like her. Oh, really? And she won't tell me whether she does or not. I think there's some attraction because she said that she misses me if I don't talk to her for a few weeks. So I confronted her. I confronted her that she plays games. Obviously, she won't admit it. Moving on from her now, but I really like to avoid this dilemma in the future with girls. What did I do wrong, Mr. Locario? What did he do wrong?
Man, that's a lot. Well, overall, what he's doing wrong is this, and it's real simple. It's so simple. All you need to do is, whenever you're dealing with a woman, you have to make sure that you are leading the situation, okay? And you're leading the situation in the direction where you want to go so that she can follow you. It's really that simple. So by doing all this back and forth on Facebook and, arguing with her or talking to her about, I feel like you're playing games and all this other shit, like, you're falling into her frame. You're falling into her world. You're following her direction. You understand? Because female energy is all about indecisiveness and just like willy-nilly emotional type of stuff. As a man, you're supposed to be practical, direct, and actually know where you're going, and so that the woman can latch onto you and follow you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So in all this situation, all he needed to do was when he contacted her, he said, yo, listen, we're going to do A, B, and C, and then she's supposed to follow that. Now, if she's not following that, that's showing that she's not cooperating with you. And if she's not cooperating with you, then you just know, okay, well, this is the type of chick I'm going to have to charge to the gate. It's really that simple. So you don't have to go on this back and forth or, I'm hitting her up or she's ignoring me and this is happening and that is happening and I've been talking to her for 4 weeks. And no, all of this other stuff, you're doing way too much when all you needed to do was lay the groundwork, say this is what we're going to do, and then she follows it, and then you move on. If she's not following it, you don't fuck with her. And that's really all it is to it. You know, a lot of guys are making it way more complicated than it needs to be by following her program and going along with her goofy type of attention whore type of nonsense. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Hey,
so, what do you think about that?
Well, let me tell you something, dog. The thing that I don't understand about this cake right here is that I don't understand the hangout shit. I mean, Miss Locario, we can hang out. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can hang out. You know, I hang out with the guys.
Mm.
You know, I'm probably going to the movies tomorrow to go see Aliens and hang out with the guys. But I don't hang out with a woman like that. I don't even I don't even understand that shit. And then for the last 3 months, they've been like I say, dog. What do you do? I hate you people. 3 months. 3 months, Locario. What are you doing? I mean, what do you 3 months?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man, Locario.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't get it. And this is what I always say to guys. All right, like look at it like this. If you go to a store and you trying to buy something from the store, and the store don't got the shit you want to buy, right? And they say, maybe we'll have it next week. You're not going to stand at the store and camp out all the way till next week to try to get the shit. You're just going to go to another store. You're just going to go to another place and keep it moving to a situation that is more beneficial to you. So you already have in your mind your thought process and the thing that you want to get done. And then so this is why you're going to the store to try to get that product. If the store doesn't have the product, you move on to another store to get that product. So you're not waiting around and playing games and chilling and waiting 3 months and doing all this other stuff for that store. No, you're going to get what you want. Right. So if the chick is not cooperating with what you want, you move the hell on, and then you get with the girls who are cooperating. It's really that simple. It's the same concept.
Yes.
It's the same thing. So you're out here looking crazy, waiting and communicating around for 3 months with a woman who's not really following your program. And on top of that, you have to at first have a program for her to follow. You have to know what you're trying to do. And that's the problem with a lot of guys. They don't know what they're trying to do. They're like, I don't know, let's just hang out, or I don't know, let's be friends, or I don't know, let's go on a date. You don't know what the fuck you're trying to do. So you got to know what you're trying to do, and then do that shit with the girl. If she ain't trying to do that shit, you keep it moving. It's that simple.
Hey, it's real simple, but a lot of guys are in this thing. They like, I'm gonna wait for the sun, the moon, and stars to line up, and Saturn touch Jupiter,
right?
And then finally, she's gonna come around, and I'm like, why would you wait on someone? Now again, I understand marinating the pussy, where you dealing with a tough nut to crack, and you put her ass on the shelf, but you keep her around a little. But still, she needs to know that you're interested in her, and that's what a lot of guys don't do. They don't show these women they're interested. They don't say, I'm trying to get at you, and not care what happens afterwards. But they think, Mr. Locario, by being kind and sweet and loving and listening, that they're number one on a date with her. They're dating the chick already, they think. Just because she gives them hugs and rubs them and touches them. They like that bullshit, but they are too afraid to ask because, again, Mr. Locario, it's not the fear of rejection for some of these guys. It's the fear of success. So, fuck, man. I don't know.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Terrible.
Oh, wait, real quick. Hey, Joe Cool, real quick. My diet consists of, I ride my bike 9 miles a day, and I keep my carbs under, maybe 300, 350 a day. I eat one meal and eat a bunch of peanuts and shit. But I did 18 the last few days. Anyway, y'all want to call in, the number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373 is the number. Press 1, man. We want you in. Mr. Locario, is your turn, big dog.
All right, cool. All right, next question. This one says, what's the quickest way to get girls to have sex with you? I'm a virgin, and I keep watching your videos, and you say that you have to practice the game in order to get good, but is there any way to be able to have more sex without having to do all of that work? I'm not talking about getting escorts or prostitutes, but I just want to know, is there another way to have sex quickly without having to put in too much work? All right, so Steve, you can take that for a minute.
Man. Wait. So, guys, this is not porn. You guys watch so much porn, you think that you can walk up to old Betty Sue, hey, Betty Sue, what's going on? Hey, and then the music start playing, get on your knees and suck my dick. Then the music come on, and then the friend come around like, what are y'all doing? And then she join in, and y'all got this fantasy that women are like this.
Right.
Now don't get me wrong. Women love dick. But with that being said, is that they can't fuck every guy that they see that goes at them. They have to make this guy put in a little bit of work to show he's a different kind of guy. The more mysterious, the more she's gonna want you, because she know. And Miss Locario, I don't think they understand this. A lot of women know you guys. They can smell you from a mile away. They know what you thinking. Like I say, Miss Carr, they playing poker with their cards faced the other direction. So they think they doing something smooth and cool, but the woman has already read him, because what these guys understand is these women meet guys every day. So they hear all the bullshit, everything they hear, and they know and see you coming, Mr. Carr. What you got on that, man?
Right, and also too, what I got to tell guys is this, and I was actually talking about this in my last show, whatever, is that if you're trying to really make things happen with women, right, and you're really trying to make shit go down, a lot of it has to do with you being able to get to the point where you can do that consistently. So if you haven't practiced your game, if you haven't really been out there putting in that work, it's not going to work out for you as much as you expected. Because in the email, the guy said he's a virgin. So he's saying he's a virgin, and he's trying to get sex like that. But it's like, if you're a virgin, it's not necessarily saying you can't get sex quickly. But if you haven't taken the time to go out and talk to girls, if you haven't taken the time to go out and see how it feels to get rejected, if you haven't taken the time out to actually put in any type of work, you don't really know what's out there. You don't even know yourself in the situation to see how you would react and respond to certain things. And so a lot of times, the shit takes time for you to get from point A to point B. So if you're that virgin who's never went out and talked to a girl, you understand? It might take you a few months to get that chick to have sex with you. If you're going out and you got to go through the approaching of girls, you got to go through learning how to interact with them, how to build that sexual tension, all that other stuff, because it takes time to get from point A to point B. See, dudes like myself, dudes like you, Steve, you understand what I'm saying? where they don't understand that we've been, like, how long have we been teaching game? You understand what I'm saying? Like, we've been teaching this for years. You understand? Like, I remember, like, you've been doing this longer than me. So, you understand? So, we've been doing this for years. So, in order, the only reason that all these guys are on this, video watching us right now, and any other guy that's going to be watching the video, the only reason they're even listening to us is because of all the years we've put in the game in order to get the experience, in order for us to give them the game, in order for it to make sense to them. You see what I mean?
Yes.
But if me and you just started, like, talking to girls last week, we wouldn't have the information to give out. You know what I'm saying? So it took us that long to get to point A to point B in order for us to get the information. So the same rules apply for a guy trying to make something happen. It's going to take you some time and some effort and some energy and some studying and some putting yourself out there in order to get from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember back in the day, there were times where I would go out and I would try to practice talking to girls, and I would go out, and I remember one time I went out, it took me like 3 hours before I approached one girl. You feel what I'm saying? So,
yes.
And then now it's like I could go out and talk to any girl that I want to in 2 minutes. But see, it took me a long time to get from point A to point B in order to develop the skill to be able to go out and just talk to any girl and be able to know what to say, how to say it, to create build that attraction. So instead of me having to talk to 100 girls, you understand, to get one, I could talk to 100 girls and get maybe like 20 or 30 of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that guys got to understand. This is not some overnight thing that's going to happen. If you got to put in that work and put in that practice in order for you to get from this place to that place. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I always tell guys, especially, I always tell them that you don't become a doctor over a few days. You don't become a nurse or an accountant or a lawyer in a few days. Things take time, but it's really predicated on your dedication towards the said subject that you're trying to learn. A lot of guys don't want to put in they see all the benefit. They see Mr. Locario walking up and talking to these women and be able to smash these women, getting some love and attention from these women, but they don't see the work that goes behind it on the back end that you do.
Right.
And again, it looks easy for us, but and let me tell you, like I say, I guess I'm 47. I've lost track. I don't even count how old I am anymore. But what I'm saying is, back in my day, when everything was in black and white, like in the 80s and early 90s, before the internet, we had no choice, Mr. Locario, but to talk to women.
Right.
There was no texting. A text message to us was a piece of paper that said, "I like you. Do you like me? Check the box, yes or no." Some bullshit like that. There was no there was no chance or choices that we had. We had to do it. So once it became online, you could do it through the phone. For me, it was really easy. But for a lot of guys, they're like, well, you do it, you and Mr. Locario, y'all can just talk to women so easily. Well, motherfucker, we put the time in. Do you know how many times? You know how many people shot us down, walked away from us, tried to humiliate us, kicked us, but we kept getting up and dusting ourselves off and saying fuck it and keep pushing forward, moving forward. That's why it's easy for us, Mr. Locario, and that's why I think they don't get that, big dog.
Right, exactly. That's what it is, because I had a friend who he always saw this dude in his college, and he was like, "Yo, this dude always be with a new chick, right?" And then so he finally talked to the guy and said, "Yo, like, what do you be doing? Like, how you be getting all these girls or whatever?" And he was like, "Yo, you gotta understand." Like, he was like, "For every chick I get with, I get rejected at least like 20 times." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the part that dudes don't see. They don't see that, these guys out here who's making it happen, they're putting in the work and the time and the energy to learn the shit and to study the joint in order to get from point A to point B. But see, the ones that don't want to put in the work, they think that they could just show up and that's it. And it's like in every other aspect of life, like you were saying, if you're trying to be a doctor, it takes time. Even if you're trying to have a baby, it takes time. It's going to take 9 months for that baby to come here. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to graduate college, it's going to take you almost 4 to 8 years or whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to get a job, sometimes it takes time for you to go out there, put in that resume, go on all these job interviews to get the job. Everything takes time. It's like, so the thing is, if you're a guy that's sitting back and you're a virgin, or you're a guy who hasn't had that much, experience, by you just sitting around, you're wasting time. And then that's going to make it even harder for you, because every day that you sit there and don't do anything is another day that you're not developing your skills in order for you to master the situation. Because what you're doing when you talk about game, what you're doing is you're really mastering yourself. You understand? You're mastering yourself in a situation to where you're going to talk to girls and you're going to get rejected. You have to master yourself so that you can be able to deal with that. You understand? You have to master yourself so that you can deal with the success you have. You understand? You have to master all of that stuff. And so in order for that to go down, you have to be able to put in work and to be consistent and persistent with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we got a call, Mr. Locario, so let's go ahead and bring this call in. Guys, remember, y'all want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number. Press 1, and we'll be happy to bring you in and chop it up. We only here for an hour, so we are down to our last 30 minutes. So let's get these calls in. Let's help these guys out, guys. Call in. We're here for you. Hey, guys, like I say with Shark Tank, one thing they always say, 2 sharks are better than 1. So this is a great opportunity to talk to 2 pipe-hitting motherfucking males. I mean, excuse me, not males, no disrespect. 2 men that get nothing but ass. You got the best of both worlds. All right, here we go, guys.
Hey, you guys! Cut that bitch off!
Area code 646. What's your name? Where you calling from? You're on with Mr. Locario and the Dean.
Hey, what up? My name is Ray. I'm from New York, Bronx, New York.
What's poppin'? What's going on?
Yeah. So I just wanted to comment on like what you guys are saying, because I used to be a club promoter for years, man, and like that dude, like Locario was saying, like it's mad work, man. I remember when I first started clubbing, bro, I would go up to like 40 girls in the club, and I'd get turned down by like half of them. And you get numbers from 10. Maybe and then only like 2 of them will answer your calls. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand how these dudes think it's like easy work. Like even girls who's inebriated, drunk, they don't get it. They don't give you the number.
Right. Nah, it's real talk, and that's the thing. Like, it's a lot of it is a numbers game, and then when you understand how to step up your game, that's when your numbers go up. You understand? Because like you're saying, you might talk to 40 girls. And then certain guys might get 1 out of those 40 girls. Certain guys are going to get 10 out of those 40. Certain guys are going to get basically 20 out of those 40. So it all depends. But it's always going to be still a numbers game. A lot of guys, they want to know the secret and the magic formula to talk to 40 girls and get 40 girls, which is never going to happen because, each girl, there's going to be times where you're not going to get a girl and it has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And specifically in that situation. You see what I mean?
And I like what Steve said, because he was like, because I'm a programmer, so I work with the front end and the back end. So it's kind of like when you go to a website, like a website looks mad easy to navigate. But then, what I do on the back end of that shit is mad difficult. That shit look like sci-fi science and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it's like the same shit with girls. So these dudes think that they could just do it in one day, that like Steve said, like it's a porno, like 2 Latinas gonna come out of nowhere and let y'all do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Real talk.
Yeah.
And also too, real quick, is that the more that you develop your game and everything, that's when you could go up to chicks and you could just be direct with them, let them know what it is. And more of them will be responsive to you. And the reason why they're doing that is because you've developed yourself over time to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? And so they recognize that as you come up to them. So now, if you're the type of guy who's still insecure, you're still, you're not confident, you just got you're nervous all the time and all that other stuff. That's the thing that's going to make it harder for you in the long run. So you have to develop your skills and and step up your confidence and everything, because then when you step to the girls, they're going to feel that energy. They're going to be like, damn, this is a real motherfucker right here. I got to see what he's about. I got to get down with his program. I got to see what's going on with this. And so that's the thing that's going to make them gravitate to you more, which makes your numbers increase as you're playing the numbers game. You know what I mean?
Word. And the last thing I want to add is like, yo, to a lot of you dudes out there, like, stop being so thirsty. Like, realize something. Half these girls out here, they get like 100 dudes hitting them up in their inbox. And just like Steve said, they didn't have that back in the day. Just imagine you a beautiful girl and you getting all this attention all day. So you can't be as thirsty as the next dude. You got to come with something unique. I don't know what your personality is. I don't know what you do. But, yo, you got to bring that joint from deep within. And like Locario said, it's trial and error, trial and error. You got to find that you that bags the girls the right way.
Mm-hmm. Right. Real talk. Real talk.
Hey, brothers, nice speaking to both of y'all. Have a good one.
All right, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Man.
Yeah. Okay, he rolled.
Oh no, we good. Yeah. He
all right.
He just pieced out, but yeah, he was talking some real shit though. He was talking some real shit.
Yeah, 515-605-9373. 515-605-9373 is the number. Whose turn is it? Your turn, Ms. Locario, to read?
Nah, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, yeah, shit, swinging back to me. All right, let me read this one. Shit, man, this thing's going fast. All right. I've known this chick for a while. We only got close this year. We have flirted around a while, but I've only managed to make moves recently and held her hand at the movie. Wow. It was crazy. I talked to her about it later. She said it was just a moment and I should forget it. She said that she did feel something and went along with it, but doesn't know why. I don't know what you mean by that. We continue to talk over text. I keep remembering the feeling I kept telling her. She says we have a million reasons it won't work, but we continue to flirt. It's usually me who's taking the steps and initiating stuff. She doesn't do much. I want her to think, and I want her to do something. What should I do? It's all over the place. What you got on that, Mr. Locario?
He basically sort of wants her to be more, I guess, assertive and make more moves or something like that. Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So, well, this is the thing, man. Like I tell a lot of guys, yo, a lot of times, see, women have a very passive nature or passive aggressive nature sometimes. So. A lot of times there's going to be times where you're interacting with women and they're just waiting for you to give them the cue to do shit. You know what I mean? So you're going to have certain women who are going to be just assertive off jump because they're feeling you so much. And so they're like you so much that they're going to be a little bit more assertive, aggressive, and make something happen. Then you're going to have the women who are, sort of shy. You feel me? So they're going to be a little bit more laid back and fall back a little bit. You understand? Then you got the girls who are sort of in the middle where they're into you and, they want to make something happen with you, but they're still waiting for you to take the lead and to basically orchestrate the situation. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times you need to be the one who's managing that situation and basically leading that situation in the direction so that it gives her the cue to sort of respond back to you. You understand? So a lot of times the reason why a girl won't respond or won't do certain things is because she's still waiting on you to give her the sort of green light to respond or to do something. So it doesn't necessarily mean she's not into you or her, lack of not being very forthcoming with it or being assertive with it. It doesn't necessarily mean she's not into you. It's more so like she could just be waiting for you to make something happen. You understand? And then by you making something happen or you leading that situation, she'll come around a little bit more to make it go down. But at the end of the day, as a man, you're supposed to be leading the situation anyway.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So you shouldn't be waiting for her to do anything, in that regard. Anyway, you know what I mean? But Steve, what you gonna say on that?
I mean, what the fuck you mean holding her hand though, dog? The fuck is that? Wow, we at the movies and I got to hold her hand, motherfucker, man. And now I can see you say we at the movies and she sucked my dick or jerked me off or some shit and put the cum in the popcorn and ate it. I mean, come on, give me something. The fuck you mean you held her hand?
Right.
These guys just, I just want to know where they make them at because that doesn't make any sense to me. You're excited and you proud to tell me that you held a hand? Shit, Mr. Locario,
right.
come on, man.
No, he's at that stage where that's like some if you in like third grade or something, maybe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
if you in third grade, then you could talk about bragging about that or feeling it. But if you're a grown ass man, I don't understand like why that even a thing. You know what I mean? Like that's nothing.
Yeah, Miss. I remember like the second, third grade when I was part of the 4-H club. Fuck y'all. Spinach, rice, and macaroni. It's a delicious, nutritious trip around the world. I remember that. Then there was this girl that was sitting across from me, and she passed a number or passed a piece of paper to another girl. They passed it on down to me, and I unfolded it. This is our text messaging back then. I like you. Do you like me? Check the box, yes or no. So I checked the box, passed it on back to her, and then we outside of recess, we held hands. Wow. Whoa. Big whoa. I was man. And you see what I'm saying, dog? But as you're an adult, holding her hand ain't shit. Because women will hold their gay best friend's hand, Miss Locario.
Exactly. So,
come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
so you need to step it up a little bit on that end. You know what I mean?
Yes, he needs to step it up. And
that holding hands today too.
Well, like the guys in the chat room, you guys need to step it up. 515-605-9373 is the number. We only got 19 minutes left in this show, guys. Call in. You got two of us here to help you out. It's the weekend, y'all. Yeah, I'm sure y'all have questions. But if not, Mr. Locario, it's on you, sir. What you got, man?
All right, cool. Let me get to this question here. All right, so this one says, do you have to pay for all the dates? Is it okay for the woman to pay, or should I always have to pay? I went on 3 dates with this girl, and I paid for everything. We went to the movies, we went to dinner, and on the first date, we went to get ice cream. And we're supposed to go out again this weekend. What should I do? Should I try to get her to pay, or should I keep paying? All right, so what's your take on that, Steve?
Oh, boy, Mr. Kari, I just oh boy. All right, let me tell you guys. Look, guys, you gotta understand when a woman is interested in you, okay. Remember, I always tell you guys, I gotta set up curiosity, attention, attraction. If you're in curiosity, you still got to pay. Look, guys, everything that you do that's negative, I always say give you a -5. You got to clean that up to get on ground level, to get to ground zero. And even when you're at ground zero, you still got to keep ascending up the mountain. And your problem is, guys, is that when you are catering to her, you're showing her there's nothing special about you. I'm glad he did ice cream or whatever in the beginning. But then taking her to dinner, taking her to movies, and you ain't getting no pussy yet? You ain't getting no hand? Miss Locario, what kind of evil magic is this, sir? I mean, fuck.
Right.
I mean, what?
That's what I'm saying. I be telling these guys, man, when you're going on dates, especially first dates or whatever, you got to make sure it's something you like doing and it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, go on dates and spend $10 or less on the chick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're going to spend any type of money, because the thing is, you trying to figure out if you trying to really fuck with this girl like that. You understand? And you don't need to be shelling out all this money. Also, what I be telling guys too is that you should definitely set it up to where you are letting her pay for some shit too. So what I usually do is if I go out with a girl and we go get drinks, I basically tell her like, yo, listen, I'm gonna get the first round, so that she knows she's getting the second round. So she's putting in some money. You know what I'm saying? She's putting up something. You know what I mean? So it's not you just, being the one that's, out here treating her or whatever, because this is the thing with societal norms and everything. It's like women expect that, and then you're also conditioned to do that. You know what I mean? And so if that's going to be the case, if you're going to sort of acquiesce to that, then it's like, all right, cool. We're going to go out, but we're going to get a $2 coffee. You feel what I'm saying? and that's what it's going to be. And we're gonna keep this shit cheap, and we're gonna keep it pushing. And so don't spend all your money on all these dates. And also too, he said he went out with her for 3 days. He went to the movies. He went to dinner and all this other stuff. And I always say, you shouldn't be going to no dinner with no chick unless you're already smashed. You understand? That's like some other stuff. But you know what I mean? But also, he said they're going out on a fourth date, and I'm like, he didn't mention that they had sex or whatever. So why are you going out on all these dates and y'all haven't even had sex? You know what I mean? Like, what is that about? Why are you continuing to go out and chill with this girl? Steve, what are you going to say about that? Go ahead.
Well, my thing is this. I got 3 rules that I always ask my guys to follow. And that is the law of the land, meaning don't kill no one because you go to jail. Follow the law of the street because you get pulled over, maybe get your ass beat, so be careful with that. And follow the law of your job. Other than those 3 laws, you are allowed to do and make up whatever the fuck you want to make. There is no rule to say that you have to pay for everything. Because let me tell you something. My time is worth more than a fucking dollar bill. So, you know what? If I give you my time, I'm not listening. It's not a thing where I'm going to take her out to a bunch of dinners. Fuck that. Hey, look. My ass will go to the, look, you want dinner? All right, I'm going to take $20 and I'm going to go find me either some steaks, I'm going to find me some chicken, side of rice, a nice salad. I can come up with a meal, Ms. Locario, for under $20 that we going to be one step away from the bedroom. So that's not happening. That's not me, sir. What you got on that, fam?
Right. No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, a lot more guys have to be a little bit more strategic with how they interact with these women. You understand? Because, see, the point of the date is really to sort of feel the girl out. And a lot of guys, they get confused. They say to me, they're like, yo, but, you know, why do I have to go on all these dates? I'm just trying to hit it. Is the way to just hit it without having to go on the dates? And I'm like, well, listen, if you're just trying to specifically hit it, you ain't really got to go on all these dates. You feel what I'm saying? You can just let the girl know, like, hey, listen, you know, I'm just trying to hook up with you. Like, when you free so we can make this happen. You feel what I mean? Like, don't be scared to let her know that. Don't try to, get sex through the date. Like, if you're going on a date and you want to try to have some sex with her, that's cool. But if your intentions were just to have sex and you're trying to go on a date because you feel like you have to go on a date to get sex, that's when you're fucking up. Because now you're in the situation, you probably feel like, oh, I got to spend this money, I got to do this, I got to do that in order to get sex from her. Now, if you just want to have sex, you know, you have sex. But the point of the date is to sort of feel her out to see if this is the type of chick you want to either continue to see or to see if you could, you know, have her as a long-term buddy or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to feel her out and see who she is on the date. Now, that does not require you to spend a lot of money. See, you're spending money on a date because you're actually going out to do something. Like, just like if you was going out to the movies or to hang out at Chuck E. Cheese, wherever the hell it is. Wherever you're going out to do something, you're usually going to spend money to do something anyway. But when it comes to you dating these women, you got to make that sure if you're spending any money, it's a small amount. 1, because you don't really know the chick, and 2, is because you should be dating more than one woman at a time. So if you're dating more than one woman at a time and you're seeing multiple women, it doesn't make sense for you financially to be putting out a whole bunch of money and doing all this other stuff. And it doesn't make sense financially for you to have her not put in anything, because then you're putting in everything for some chick you don't even know. And also, too, last thing I want to say real quick is that having a woman put in some money also on a subconscious level makes her feel like she's invested in you. You understand what I'm saying? To a certain extent. Because a chick could go out with a whole bunch of dudes and dudes will pay for her and all that other bullshit, and she hasn't put anything in. You know what I'm saying? She ain't put nothing in. So it's nothing to her to just be like, whatever. You understand? You're going to also have those girls who feel like that a guy should pay for everything, and she's going to feel entitled, and then she's going to be on that BS. But, you know, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Just fucking do your thing. You understand? Just do your thing and keep it moving. But at the end of the day, having a chick put in some shit is going to make her sort of, feel like she's invested, which makes her sort of commitment to you a little bit stronger, and that'll make her want to keep seeing you. You feel what I mean? So that's my take on that.
Yeah, well, she entitled to this dick. That's about all the fuck she entitled to. But let me, guys. All right, I got one more. Let me see here. 515-605-9373 is the number, guys. Press 1 to call in. If not, we got one more. I got one more email to cover up this next 11 minutes. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh man. She messages me between. You ready for this? She messages me between 10 and 11 o'clock out of the blue. Should I reply? Or could it be a test to see if I'm doing anything like socializing with friends or I have a life? Go ahead, Miss Locario, because I got some shit to say. Go ahead, sir. You got it, man.
Man, look, she's most likely hollering at you at that time of day because she's trying to get some dick. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so if you were replying to her, it should only be in response to, or you should be replying to her strictly for that in most cases. So, it all depends on the context. Like, what is she texting you or saying to you at that time? What is she hitting you up about? And sometimes the chick might just say, hey, or hey, what's up, what you doing type shit. But at that point, that's when you can take control of the conversation and, turn it into a fun buddy situation. But, Steve, what are you going to say on that?
Well, after a nice hard day of work dealing with the people trying to step over her because she ain't making as much money as a man. She gets in her car, Miss Locario, and she drives, through 1 hour of traffic only to get home to feed her little cat and all this other stuff. And so then she wants to relax herself, Miss Locario. She might get a little bit of wine, might put some candles and get the bubble baths going. And then all of a sudden she's in the tub. And all of a sudden, she gets to touching herself, Mr. Locario, and then she said, "You know what? I'm not gonna really get myself off by touching myself. Let me see if one of these cake motherfuckers who's been on my ass all this time, Mr. Locario. Right. Let me see what he's talking about. You know what? I'm a little horny. Right. I want to mess around. You know what? I want to see if he gonna talk me, get me to play with my pussy. And this might be the night that I'm going to tell him to come over and get some of this. So let me go ahead and call up boring ass Bob. Boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, 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 beep. Excuse me, she messaging him. Hey, and again. Oh, I'm sorry. Then she gets out of the tub, puts on a t-shirt, and sometimes doesn't have her panties on because sometimes she don't want her panties to get in the way of her playing with her thing. So she's texting boring Bob, and she's like, what you doing? Now, if you get that kind of text message between 10 and 11 o'clock, that means that she wants to get some of that monkey meat played with, Mr. Locario. And the fact that you are asking, what should you do, is showing her that you don't know what you're doing, Mr. Locario. That's the problem. What you got on that, fam?
Right. No, real talk. Because, like I was saying earlier, is that women's nature is to be passive or passive aggressive. You understand? So she's throwing the ball in your court, but you don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And so this is why you have to be up on game, because you need to know, okay, well, damn, this chick's calling me at this time. Okay, she's trying to get shit popping. You understand what I'm saying? I remember one time I had this girl call me and hit me up. It was maybe around like 9:45, 10:15 at the time, whatever like that. And she just hit me up with a, hey, what's up? How you doing? Well, what you doing? Whatever. And I immediately said, "Oh, I'm chilling. So what's good with you? What let's meet up." You know what I mean? Like, so I already know that's why she's hitting me up at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to go through too much back and forth or too much talking and texting. It was just like, "So where you at? Let's meet up." And she's like, "Oh, I'm downtown. I'll be home in like a half an hour." All right, cool. I'm gonna get in the cab and I'll meet you at your spot. You feel me? It was straight like 3 or 4 or 5 texts that we sent back and forth, and that's what it was. So she's not gonna draw it out, or she's not gonna ask me, hey, do you want to come over? Or hey, you know, and some girls might, because they'll just be that forward because they're that horny or whatever it is. But most girls are gonna do it real subtle, and you have to be able to pick up on that and then be able to, you know, keep that shit moving. You understand? So, you know, that's what it is. Mm-hmm.
No, you're absolutely
That's
right.
what it is,
But see, the thing is, Mr. Locario, like I say, my whole thing is like I always tell them, you know, hey, you know, you going to the club, whatever, or they going on a date with one of these guys. You know, I'm playing my video games, either resting my dick, doing something, chilling. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I like, you know, after you get done with the club, whatever, you know, come see me or stop by, or you want me to come see you. But by no means,
right.
You're not gonna. It's like a zebra tapping a lion on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, Mr. Zebra, hey, what you gonna do? You gonna eat me now or what? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like they bringing it to you, and when they bring it to you, that's when you got to make your move. And if you don't, you know,
right.
So if you don't make your move, you ain't gonna eat. That's just the bottom line. If you don't make moves, Mr. Locario, what you got on that? What you got on that, fam?
Nah, for real talk. And I did a video about that the other day, about how you got to make the move. You have to be the one who is going to let her know what it is. Because see that's the thing that guys got to understand. Because even the other caller was talking about, I mean, the other email, he's talking about, you know, like waiting for the girl to do this and do that. The most the woman's going to do is give you hints and indicators. You understand what I'm saying? You have to close the deal. You have to seal the deal. You have to be the one to pick up on that and to make it happen. This is why a lot of women, they'll complain and they'll say like, oh, you know, I was checking that guy out. How come he didn't come over and say anything to me and blah, blah, blah. And guys are expecting women to do it like how they do it. You understand? And women aren't going to do it like that. This is why women don't generally approach guys and go up to guys. What a woman will do, she'll look at you, she'll smile, she'll play with her hair, she's doing all these signs to say, hey, come over and holler. You know what I mean? So you got to know the signs that she, you know, what she's doing. And then that's going to give you your cue to go and do what you got to do. And it's really that simple. You know what I mean? But a lot of times guys, you know, they're waiting for the woman to spell it out for them because they don't want to have to deal with possible rejection or a woman, you know, playing games and all this other stuff and everything like that. You understand? But the thing is, you still have to put yourself out there and see, you know, how you're going to make it go down based off of understanding how passive or passive aggressive a woman can be. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Crazy.
515-605-9373 is the number. 515-605-9373 is the number. Guys, we got 3 minutes to go. If y'all want to call in, press 1, and we will be happy to answer any questions you got. But if not, Mr. Locario, how can I get in touch with you, man? How can I get hold of you, man?
Yeah, man. Guys can hit me up at MrLocario.com. Make sure you go there to get the Bad Boy Seminar, and also hit me up at badboymembership.com so you can join the membership where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no doubt. And y'all guys, y'all go to the Man Mindset. We got one call. Let's bring in this call, guys. All right, let's bring you in. Area code 510. What's your name, sir? Where you calling from? What's your question?
What's going on, Coach? This is Mr. 510. What's going on, Mr. Locario, sir? I'm just appreciating
what up?
Everything that you guys are sharing. This is a lot of game, and I hope that everybody who's listening in on the phone or on YouTube, Blog Talk, wherever this is being broadcast, are actually taking heed to the valuable information that you guys are sharing. That's all I want to say. Just it's wonderful. It's making my Friday a whole
real
lot
talk,
better.
man. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate that.
No doubt, man.
Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah, and I actually, oh no, go ahead. I was wondering if you would play the, my clip, if you didn't play it earlier today, because a lot of people, like you said earlier this morning when you was having little issues, that the vibe and the response that you get from a woman after you use all the tools and the information that you guys have shared.
Yeah, Ms. Carr, this is one of my clients right here.
Just to put the cherry on top of the ice.
Oh God! All right, all right, Mr. Carr, I'm gonna put the cherry on top of ice and play his. This is his call. Hey, this is his call, guys. This is the gentleman that's calling right now. This is his call. This is not my call. This is his call. So let me go ahead and play that shit. And here we go.
to say thank you for letting me have a couple of days to actually think about what freaking happened the other night. Anyway, it was so funny how I had my whole mind made up on, like, when you leave your ass alone, I just felt like you was trouble. And it's so interesting how vibe is because I was right, you know? I ain't gonna lie, I do have questions. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, you know, who taught you that? Like, are you a goddamn professional? So on a real note, like, that was amazing. It was totally, like, perfect. Like, if I were to vision what I want my man to be sexually, you would be that person, like, hands down. Am I mad at you? Hell yeah, because you know that you got those skills. So for you to do that to me, that was not nice at all. Because I was getting to know you in a whole different way, and it was cool too. Like, that other way was also nice, you know. So yeah, I don't know. You know, it makes me more curious about, like, who you are and what you're really about. I won't lie, you know. But again, I keep feeling that vibe of, like, how you gonna do me like that? That is not nice. So you definitely, at some point, will have to, like, give me that explanation because I'm just real curious. But that's it. I'm not, you know, in any way mean anything else. I think I'm okay. I'm staying away from you. I'm still going to stick to that one. But I definitely want to know. I'm like, dude, are you on TV? Like, do I need to look you?
All right, well, there you go. Thank you, 510. We appreciate it. I thought I had let everyone hear. Okay, 510. We'll put you back in the queue because we're about to shut this thing down. All right, Mr. Locario, last thing real quick. You got peace out. All right, Mr. Locario, you got the Bad Boy membership at the, badboymembership.com. Am I right? Correct, sir?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Any other definitely, guys, check me out there.
No,
that's it. We good, man. We good.
All right, guys. Well, I'm the Dean.
Check you guys next week.
Yeah, we will check you guys next week. www.themanmindset.com. Check it out. Check out Miss Locario, guys. We want to say thank you to all you guys. We appreciate your time and all this other stuff. Miss Locario, you have a good weekend. Guys, you have any questions, hit up Miss Locario or myself, and we will be there to answer anything you got. Miss Locario, tell them we out, man.
All right, we out.
All
See
right.
y'all later. The truth is inside you. Peace. Be gone.